There's a new president in Brazil, far-right fascist Jair Bolsonaro. Now, before I break down some of the moves that he has already done, so he has just been sworn in as the new president in Brazil. Before I break some of that down, I'm going to show you this video from Dave Rubin. Now, if you don't already know, Dave Rubin used to work for the Young Turks years ago. He has since left the network and essentially has sold out to the Koch brothers and become this far-right conservative masking himself as a liberal or a classical liberal. Let me play this clip of him commenting on Jair Bolsonaro and get ready for just how incredibly stupid Dave Rubin is. Watch.
What is your opinion on Brazilian Prime Minister Bolsonaro regarding, oops, there's a lot of things moving here, deforestation of the rainforest? P.S. I'm a Christian, I'd bake you a cake, though. I don't know enough about him, but it sounds like he really hates Marxism, and he's really pushing Brazil to become more of a world leader, and that he actually is for capitalism, and he's trying to get some of the SJW stuff out of the schools. I just saw a tweet by him a day or two ago. So on that front, and I don't know a ton about him, that all sounds good to me. And as a Christian, I appreciate your offer to bake me a cake.
All right. This is so dumb. So, first of all, he starts off, he doesn't even know how to say Bolsonaro's name. Now, look, a lot of people don't know who Jair Bolsonaro is, but Dave Rubin was in a previous video that was promoting Bolsonaro, and he at least appears to know of Bolsonaro. You'd think he wouldn't be so perplexed by looking at his name, but apparently he is. But apart from that, so the question that Dave Rubin was asked was that he was asked about the deforestation of the Amazon rainforest that Bolsonaro is opening up. And Rubin doesn't even reply to that at all. He just goes on his same old bullshit cultural crap. Oh, he's against the SJWs. He's against Marxism. He's for capitalism. All this complete bullshit, while ignoring the actual problems that Bolsonaro is causing. So let me just first address the rainforest question here. So Jair Bolsonaro, this is from The Guardian. Jair Bolsonaro launches assault on Amazon rainforest protections. Executive order transfers regulation and creation of indigenous reserves to Agriculture Ministry controlled by agribusiness lobby. So one of his first executive orders is stripping any land rights away from indigenous communities, essentially allowing the Amazon rainforest to be taken over by whoever is willing to buy it. This is an obvious terrible move for all of us, but Dave Rubin doesn't even address that part of the question at all. But apart from that, even if you say, okay, he doesn't know about that, whatever, Dave Rubin, if you don't know, is gay. He is a gay married man. And Jair Bolsonaro is an active homophobe. So let me read just a bit of what Bolsonaro has said about the LGBT community. So this from The Guardian. In nearly 3 decades as a congressman, Jair Bolsonaro has never concealed his dislike of gay people. Yes, I'm homophobic and very proud of it, he once proclaimed. In a 2013 interview with Stephen Fry, which the British actor later called, quote, one of the most chilling confrontations I've ever had with a human being, the far-right populist claimed, quote, homosexual fundamentalists were brainwashing heterosexual children to become gays and lesbians to satisfy them sexually in the future. Bolsonaro declared Brazilian society doesn't like homosexuals. And this from a New York Times piece from 2016. The congressman described his abhorrence of homosexuality, quote, I would be incapable of loving a gay son, said Mr. Bolsonaro, 61, the father of 5 children. I prefer that he die in an accident. Now, it's really hard to find a more disgusting figure than this. And it's no surprise that since he's become the president of Brazil, Brazil's new president removes LGBT concerns from human rights ministry. So 2 of his first moves is going after the Amazon rainforest and going after the LGBT community. But what did Dave Rubin, who again is gay and married, what did he have to say about Bolsonaro?
he really hates Marxism, and he's really pushing Brazil to become more of a world leader, and that he actually is for capitalism, and he's trying to get some of the SJW stuff out of the schools. I just saw a tweet by him.
Now, look, it's very likely, as I said, that Dave Rubin doesn't know about any of this. But it's possible that he does know, and he just doesn't care because he isn't paid to care. He is paid to spread propaganda. He doesn't have to do any research for any of his videos on any subject. It doesn't matter as long as he is spreading the propaganda that he is paid to spread. Now, I also want to share this tweet from Jared Holt, a writer at Right Wing Watch, who said this. Imagine simultaneously telling your audience that the left are fascist for deplatforming and then also telling them Bolsonaro rules for censorship. Exactly. But of course, Dave Rubin doesn't care about hypocrisy. He doesn't care about any of this. Again, he is paid to spread propaganda. As long as he is getting paid, that's all that matters to him. Now, before I end this video, I want to thank Jorge Temez. He's the guy that shared this clip on Twitter. So if you see a clip or a story that you think I should cover, the best place to get at me is on Twitter at David Dole, and I'll check it out. So once again, thanks again to Jorge Temez, and a reminder to not listen to anything that Dave Rubin, just a total fraud, says.